You have every right to be angry, and I am too. You are on the sharp end of a colossal injustice, an injustice that sees the very future of your islands threatened by rising seas, your people pounded by record hurricanes, your economies torn apart, and development gains left in tatters. This is an injustice perpetrated by the few. The G20 accounts for around 80% of global emissions, and it is an injustice that must end.
To take this opportunity.
And we must get serious about loss and damage. The amount initially pledged is equivalent to the combined annual salaries of the 10 most well-paid footballers in the world. As I said, we must be serious about loss and damage. We need significant contributions flowing to the Loss and Damage Fund so it can have a meaningful impact, and namely a meaningful impact in seeds.
Neocolonialism and climate change. The so-called overseas territories of France and Netherlands, particularly in the Caribbean and Pacific, are among the most severely impacted. Thank you. They are among the most severely impacted by climate change. Rising sea level, extreme weather events, biodiversity loss create serious threats to these regions. The voices of these communities are often brutally suppressed by the regimes in their metropolis. Chief European diplomat Joseph Borrell calls Europe a garden and the rest of the world jungles. If we are jungles, then stay away from us and don't interfere into our affairs.
Prime Minister Davis.
I start by pointing out that our people do have the right to survival. They have a right to pass down to future generations a world better than the one they inherited. And yet, this most basic right, this right to life, to hope, to continuity, hangs by a thread. In this hour of crisis, it seems some would choose isolation over unity, self-interest over collective action. But we, the nations most at risk, do not have the luxury to retreat.
Thank you.
I have traveled far to be here. I have done so because I continue to believe that the Paris Agreement holds the key to my country's future and to our planet's survival. But since faith is wavering, too many times our voices have been pushed to the margins. We are therefore grateful to our hosts for convening this gathering. I urge you to continue to ensure our ministers and negotiators are centrally involved all the way through this conference. We are the ones on the front lines of climate change.
Thank you, Your Excellency.